The incredible Lady Gaga!
Giving me a million reasons.
From a little girl with a passion for singing
Down the street, I hear them say there's
to becoming a worldwide sensation dominating the stage, Lady Gaga's story is quite intriguing. A story that is filled with both trauma and triumph.
I was always very strong at the beginning of my career, that I always had to take a left turn a little bit. No matter what they asked me to do, I always had to make sure that it was done my way.
That reveal how she rose to become a figure of empowerment, individualism, and self-expression. Join us as we explore the evolution of Lady Gaga. Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta, better known as Lady Gaga, was born at Manhattan's Lenox Hill Hospital on March 28, 1986. Her parents, entrepreneur Joseph Germanotta and philanthropist Cynthia Louise Germanotta, are Italian Catholics. The family resided on Manhattan's Upper West Side. In an interview, Gaga revealed that both parents had to work extremely hard at everything, as they were raised in lower-class backgrounds. When she was 11 years old, she enrolled in the Convent of the Sacred Heart, a private Roman Catholic school exclusively for females. But all through high school, she battled insecurities and felt like a misfit, even though she was extremely committed, focused, and diligent. She was also frequently made fun of for her provocative and quirky behavior.
In high school, I remember once some of the girls from my class, they were hanging out with some boys that I knew also. And I went to meet some friends for some pizza that were at the same pizzeria. And the boys picked me up and threw me in the trash can.
At the tender age of 4, Gaga started playing the piano at her mother's encouragement, hoping to become more sophisticated. Throughout her childhood, she attended lessons and trained assiduously, developing the ability to compose music by ear, a talent she valued over reading sheet music. Her parents encouraged her to pursue music, so when she was a teenager, she joined creative arts camp and started performing at open mic evenings. She also secured leading roles in high school productions, playing the parts of Philia in A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, and Adelaide in Guys and Dolls. Gaga also studied method acting for 10 years at the Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute. She made futile efforts at landing roles and appeared in The Telltale Musadell, an episode of the New York television series The Sopranos, where she was cast in a small background role as a student. But Gaga was more passionate about music. In 2003, Gaga received early admission to the esteemed Tisch School of the Arts Collaborative Arts Project 21, a music school at New York University at the age of barely 17. Living in a dorm at NYU, she wrote essays on politics, social issues, religion, and the arts, in addition to learning music to hone her songwriting skills. She looked into a number of interesting subjects, including pop artists Spencer Tunick and Damien Hirst. Gaga, however, dropped out of school in the second semester of 2005, having completed 2 years of study, to focus on her career as a musician. She made an unexpected appearance as a restaurant patron on MTV's Boiling Points, a practical joke reality show, that same year. Speaking of her passion for music, Gaga said in an interview, "My liking for music stems from something I'm not sure exactly where, but it comes to me easily." My mom usually relates this incredibly humiliating tale about how, when I was probably even younger than 3 years old, I would hold myself up and play the keys in this manner since I was too small and young to reach all the way up there. Simply play the piano's low end in this manner. My first instinct was to practice the piano a lot, since I was quite excellent at it. I may not be a natural dancer, but I am a natural pianist. That's what I think makes me the most proficient. Meanwhile, Lady Gaga and Mel Mel worked together on 2 tracks for a children's book in 2005. She also started a band called the SG Band, which performed at several clubs in New York City. After witnessing Gaga at a showcase, talent scout Wendy Starlin suggested her to song producer Rob Fusari, and the two started working together. Fusari is credited with naming her Lady Gaga in reference to Queen's song Radio Gaga. A management company, Team Lovechild LLC, was founded by Fusari and Gaga to market her songs. They recorded and produced electro-pop songs, sent them to record business executives, and in 2006, Def Jam Recordings signed them. 3 months later, Gaga was fired by the label and started doing neo-burlesque gigs, which she saw as a symbol of liberation. She got to know Lady Starlight, who influenced her character, and they performed together at clubs in the downtown area. Their Lady Gaga and the Starlight Review live performance art piece was consequently included in the 2007 Lollapalooza Festival. Inspired by David Bowie and Queen, Lady Gaga started incorporating pop melodies and glam rock flair into her songs, after initially concentrating on avant-garde electronic dance music. Rob Fusari continued to work on the songs while she was playing with Lady Starlight. He then sent them to producer Vincent Herbert, who signed her to Streamline Records, an Interscope Records label. In November 2007, Gaga wrote songs for musicians like Britney Spears and had a music publishing deal with Sony/ATV. Akon heard Gaga sing a reference vocal for one of his songs, was impressed by her talent, and decided to sign her to his label, Con Live Distribution. He then negotiated a deal with Interscope to sign a partnership agreement with him. This made Gaga his franchise player. Redon and Martin Kirzenbaum collaborated with Lady Gaga on her debut album, The Fame, which was once thought to be too racy for the general public. Nevertheless, the record went on to become a global hit and won 2 Grammys. Following that, Gaga released the Fame Monster EP, which featured singles like Telephone and Bad Romance. At the 2010 MTV Video Music Awards, she broke records for nominations and wins, taking home 8 prizes. Furthermore, she collaborated with Polaroid and Monster Cable Products. And with over 11 million downloads, she was the most downloaded female act in the US in 2009. Due to her daring fashion choices and powerful vocals, Gaga became a major force in music and art during her quick ascent to fame. Fans recognized the love and soul she put into her work. Between 2011 and 2014, Gaga released 3 albums, namely Born This Way, Art Pop, and Cheek to Cheek. Born This Way sold 1.1 million copies in its first week of release, landing it at the top of the Billboard 200. The album was nominated for 3 Grammy Awards and sold 8 million copies worldwide. Marry the Night and You and I were its major singles. Unfortunately, Gaga's Born This Way ball tour terminated early in 2012 due to a labral rupture in her right hip. In 2013, she debuted Lady Gaga Fame, her first fragrance, and Ode to Gaga, her second. The lead song from Gaga's 3rd studio album, Art Pop, Applause, was released in August 2013. On November 6, 2013, the album was released to a mixed reception and made its debut at the top of the Billboard 200 chart. The singles Do What You Want and Guy were its next releases. In a 2014 interview, Gaga disclosed that, at the age of 19, she was sexually assaulted by her producer, and that, as a result, she required both psychological and physical rehabilitation. She recognized the value of getting support from her loved ones and medical professionals after developing PTSD as a result of the horrific incident. Later, Gaga revealed additional details regarding the rape, saying that she was beaten and kept in a studio for months before she was left pregnant on her parents' doorstep. Gaga and Tony Bennett collaborated on the jazz album Cheek to Cheek, which was released in September 2014. She received a Grammy Award for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album with the album, which also became her 3rd consecutive #1 album on the Billboard 200 after recording the Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga Cheek to Cheek Live concert special. The pair set out on the Cheek to Cheek tour, which ran from December 2014 to August 2015. Gaga released her fifth album, Joanne, in October 2016 and starred in American Horror Story, Hotel, and American Horror Story, Roanoke from 2015 to 2017. Perfect Illusion, the album's debut single, was followed by Million Reasons. Gaga became the first woman to top the US chart 4 times in the 2010 S with this album, which went on to become her 4th #1 album on the Billboard 200. In February 2017, Gaga was the featured performer at the Super Bowl live halftime show, which drew 117.5 million American viewers. She debuted as the main act at the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in April of that year, and she also released a solo single called The Cure. In August 2017, Gaga launched the Joanne World Tour, which brought in $95 million from the sale of 842,000 tickets. She once again made an appearance on the big screens when she appeared in the movie A Star is Born in 2018, garnering praise from critics for her performance and taking home the Academy Award for Best Original Song for her song Shallow. In December 2018, she also started her residency at Lady Gaga Enigma in Las Vegas. Lady Gaga Jazz and Piano, Gaga's second Las Vegas residency, was announced in 2019. Lady Gaga's daring fashion choices, powerful voice, and strong courage to press on have had a significant impact on the music and art industries. We are eager to see what she has planned for the future. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe to our channel, like it, and share it. I appreciate you watching.